There is so much to do in Orlando. Like, it's the perfect place to be.
If you've watched my channel for any time at all, you know I've got a lot of opinions about living in Orlando, but what if we went into the different areas around Orlando and got a couple different opinions from the people that live here, where they came from, what their favorite part about living in Orlando is, and what they would change. Stay tuned. John, where are you from originally?
New York City, Queens. Moved here 2 years ago.
I met 2 years ago. How's it been so far?
It's been amazing. I have family here before, so I've always been tipping my toe and thinking about the idea of moving to Orlando. COVID hit. We were able to work remote, and me and my wife said, let's do it. Why not?
Heck yeah.
And ever since then, we're not going back.
Nice.
We're not going back. We're not shoving it slow.
What's the best place to live in Orlando?
It's all subjective, obviously, for everyone's interest. We currently have 2 young kids, so it depends a lot with the grandparents if they're nearby. So that's why we're in Dr. Phillips. Fortunately, we're in a good area.
Yeah.
As you can see, Old Town West, I've been here, I moved here when there was nothing here. And now it's like every day something new pops up.
What's one thing Orlando still needs?
I wish there was more bigger parks.
For like community
for community events, yeah. So to bring people together, because I notice living here, everyone's in their own bubble.
Yeah.
Right? It was like, if you're in Lake Mary, you're in Lake Mary. I wish there was a congregate area or something.
Bring the people together.
Yeah,
all right,
yeah,
we should start it. We should start it, you and me. All
Yeah,
right.
let's see.
How are you today? I'm Ken.
Hi Ken, I'm Victoria. Nice to meet
Victoria,
you.
very nice to meet you too.
Yeah, there's a lot going on back here.
Yeah, that's
so-
okay. Victoria, how long have you lived in Orlando?
My whole life.
You're like a unicorn.
Yeah, I know. It's really rare.
So if you've lived in Orlando, where's the best place to live in Orlando?
I'd say like the Mills area, Colonial, the Milk District.
So
That's my favorite place.
I know why, but tell them why do you think that place is awesome?
Well, I think especially for like younger people, like the food and the bar scene is really good.
Heck yeah, very
Yeah.
cool. What would you change about Orlando?
Probably the drivers.
The drivers?
Yeah.
Is it the tourists that are bad or just everybody that
I think
lives here?
everybody is just kind of bad.
Yeah. If
Yeah.
you had to pick like one word for the weather, what would you say?
Unbearable.
Unbearable? The whole year or just a little bit of time?
No, I think for the majority of the year, I think that's the one thing I would change.
So if you had to bring something to Orlando that doesn't currently exist here, what would you bring?
I don't know. We have a lot.
Yeah?
Maybe like, I don't know, more restaurants. We have a lot, but I think it could be leveled up a little bit.
Can I have 1 minute? Sure. All right, thanks, man. I appreciate it. I'm Ken. What's your name?
Sean.
Sean. How long have you lived in Orlando?
8 years.
8 years.
Yeah.
Where'd you come from?
Atlanta.
Atlanta. Cool.
Georgia.
How do you like it?
I love it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's the best part about living in Orlando?
Best part about living in Orlando, it's a family oriented.
Yeah?
I love the weather. It's beautiful.
So, I was gonna,
And the people too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You're answering all my questions, man. I love it. What's something that you would change about Orlando?
Nothing. to be
Nothing?
honest. Right now, I can't think of it.
So if you had to move back to Atlanta, are you going to?
No, I won't move back there.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm here.
What's your name?
Ron,
Ron, how long have you lived in Orlando?
30 plus years.
30 plus. Where'd you move from? Or were you here always?
I'm a Floridian.
Floridian forever? Oh, amazing.
Oh, yeah.
What's the best place to live in Orlando?
Not here.
Not here? Where's the best place?
Away from the theme parks.
Yeah, where's do you have like a favorite spot?
Not really, but if I could get north of or northwest of, I would say,
Yeah.
be much better.
Love that. If you had to describe Orlando weather in one word, what'd you say?
Oh, it's awesome.
Awesome? Yeah, why is that?
It's easy. The only thing white out of the sky we got to worry about is a broken beanbag chair.
What's your name?
My name is Cody.
Cody? I'm Ken.
Hello, Ken.
How long have you lived in Orlando?
8 years.
8 years. Where'd you come from?
Lakeland.
Lakeland, nice.
I've made it all the way down I-4.
Congratulations. What do you like about living in Orlando?
You're within a 10-minute drive of anything and everything you could possibly want.
Okay. What would you change?
How many people are here?
Yeah. So pro-growth or not anti-growth, would you say?
Oh, man. I would be okay if things stayed the way they are, but I know that's not going to happen.
Yeah. So thinking through that, like what are some things that the good people of the government should be thinking about locally?
Oh, I would really like to have our infrastructure improved. I know they're making progress on that with I-4 Ultimate, but I'd like to see that expand into the other byways in Orlando. There's a lot of room for improvement in traffic flow
There
all
really
throughout Dr. Phillips in Orlando.
Okay. If you had to name, say one thing about the weather, what would you say?
Humid.
Humid?
Horrible humid,
That's
yeah.
those 3 times. I love it. Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
What brought you here?
Huh?
What made you come?
Oh, because my wife loves Disney and she said, let's go over there. And to be there is like everyday vacation.
Yeah, that's right.
That's what I just say.
Has it worked out for you?
Yeah, because we bought a lot of property before, like 20 years ago. Yeah, for low,
Yeah.
money, and now
It's gone through the roof.
went to the roof.
That's amazing. If you got to change something, what would you change?
Not everything is cool. To me, everything is fine.
Yeah?
Yeah, everything is cool.
My name's Ken. What's your name?
Daryl,
Daryl. How long have you lived in Orlando?
3 years.
3 years. Where'd you come from?
Chicago.
What brought you down?
Weather,
Yeah?
mostly, yeah. That's
If you had
pretty much it.
like one word for the weather, what would you say?
I love it most of the time
Yeah.
until it's too sticky or hot. But yeah,
So,
otherwise I love it.
What's one thing that Orlando should change?
It doesn't feel the community. It doesn't feel a community like.
That's what somebody literally just said that. So
Yeah.
how do we change that? How do we make sure people feel like they're at home and part of something?
I don't know. I don't know if it's just the energy of so many people moving here, and it's very like transy.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people coming and going a lot. So I don't know.
So we got to solve that.
Yeah.
Amazing. Nobody else puts out more videos about real estate developments and big things happening here than on our channel. Make sure you hit subscribe before you leave. What's your name?
Mary,
Mary, where are you from originally?
Alabama.
How have you liked Orlando?
It's been great.
Yeah?
Different. We've lived a couple different spots. I like it. I think I'm gonna miss the seasons, but other than that, it's been a lot of fun.
So other than seasons, what do you miss about Atlanta?
Well, my family's in Alabama.
Okay.
Seasons, and then I grew up on the lake.
On the lake?
So, yes.
We got lakes here.
Yeah, but it's different. It's different.
So everybody talks about there's a lot of people moving here, a lot of growth happening. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I like it. Everywhere I've lived, it's been growth. I was in Nashville for 2 years, Phoenix for 2 years, and it seemed to be the same, similar growth. I liked it.
Nice. All right, so I'm Ken. What's your name?
Emily.
Emily.
Jade.
And how long have you guys lived in Orlando?
This will be about 4 years
4
for
years.
me.
Nice. What about you?
5 years.
5 years. Where was home originally?
Key West,
Key West?
Florida, yeah.
Nice. What about you? Where's you from?
I'm from Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah. What's one thing that Orlando needs?
That's a really hard question.
Yeah?
I literally got into an argument with my brother recently because he goes to Florida State in
Okay.
Tallahassee. And I was like, yeah, like we have the theme parks and things like that, but there is so much to do in Orlando that it is just like, it's the perfect place to be. Like it's the perfect place to live. And the one downside is it's slowly turning into like Miami, where it's getting really overpopulated and just like buildings left and right and left and right. So my only critique would be like maybe like more parks or like something like to do with nature instead of like all these buildings everywhere.
Yeah.
Because I don't want it to turn into a Miami. It's perfect the way it is.
Oh, I love that. So one of the things people have been saying to us is that they wish it was like a little bit more community based. It kind of goes to what you're talking about.
Right.
What does community mean to you?
I feel like coming from somewhere like such a smaller town and like moving to Orlando, I wanted to come here because it was so big, but it's hard, if you come here for college or for otherwise just moving here and you don't have like, a set like friend group or someone to like hang out with. It's like, it's hard with community to like find what you need in such a big place. Like
Ooh.
there's so much happening. Like you
Yeah.
you want somewhere to go or like a group to join, like a hobby to do. And you can find that here, but it's important to have like your people and like find your place and it's somewhere that has like everything.
What's your name?
Furman,
Furman. How long have you lived in Orlando?
21 years.
Nice. Where'd you come from?
Well, I was in Southwest Florida and then in the military.
What's like the best place to live in Orlando?
Baldwin Park's pretty up there. I mean, it depends on. It's gotten a little bit overcrowded lately because it's that nice a place to live. But yeah, it's pretty good. It feels gated, but it's not gated.
Yeah.
So that's probably the attraction.
Yeah. Speaking of people like moving to the area, what do you think about all the growth going on in Central Florida? Good thing, bad thing, in the middle?
I mean, there's plenty of space for it, and there's plenty of commerce for it. I'm always surprised when I see different malls go up. I'm like, how are they going to fill them up? And they fill them up
So fast.
Yeah.
Do you like the theme parks, or are you like up here in Baldwin Park? Are you like, is it just far enough away? Explain that like difference for you.
Well, I've got 3 and 5-year-olds. My wife and I go to the theme parks quite a bit.
Yeah.
And we like that it's there. We like that that's the childhood for them. But I mean, this place, it's really safe. It's overall, it's good. The theme parks are just the right distance away, I guess, to make us miss them enough, and not too far away where we can't frequent it.
Amazing. Orlando's a melting pot of people from all over the world, which is what makes it so unique. I love hearing the behind the scenes on what people like and they don't like. Let us know down below which questions should I have asked so that we get answered in our next video. All right, I got my lineage and Gideon's candle. This thing will change. Smell this. Yeah, it's absolutely incredible. Makes your house smell like a cookie. If you're looking to sell or buy a house anywhere in Central Florida, my real estate team and I want to be your real estate resource of choice. Make sure you reach out at theorlandoreal.com/YouTube to get started. We'll see you guys on the next video.